Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Confirm gist, notified space, entertaining and engaging. We'll be giving you gist back to back, live and direct without missing word. What is expected of you is to hit the notification bell, subscribe, like and share, and do very well to comment in the comment section, so when the gist is cooking you'll be the first to eat and digest it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Good as you comply. Love you from the depth of my heart, guys. I really do always tune in and stay tuned. Right, guys, is another eviction day, eviction Sunday. You can see our favorable host Ebuka Obi Uchendo, as his name implies. We all know that he's gonna shake the table today. Well, guess what? Is the table shaking or not? Well, we get to find out to see if he really does, or because what he knows how to do best is to shake the table. He's a table shaker. He's indeed a great table shaker, but we get to know. But mind you guys, we know that there is no eviction this Sunday. Sorry, it's all about questioning and starting like how we are in the examination hall. You can relate very well, right? All right, before I proceed, it happens to be the guys, yes, those guys that sang Ogechi Yogechi Gama. We can relate to that music very well, right? Before now, I've told us that they are the ones who are gonna open the floor for today's eviction. And guys, it happens to be the housemates are all waiting for the set time, and before you could know it, Ebuka now, Ebuka doesn't take time in doing his work, right? He entertained, he told us what's really happening. They always waste time, and guess what? Because today is not eviction, so they had to relate what it's all about, the previous game, how it plays, and how guys, all those things, the head of how they were, the way they do their normal evictions, and how Ebuka explain everything. So they call. So back to business, guys. I just take a look at our housemate, like beautiful Cassia. Look how beautiful they are, all stunning, waiting for question our eviction, because we are their hope relied. They were like thinking the 1 or 2 people will be evicted today. But guys, before the eviction, Ebuka had to come in to do 1 or 2 questions as usual. Yes, he went to Tofa, directly asked him what is that he's now going about, talking about, telling Shaun and Anita that he has a personnel people who he conferred in years based on. Does it mean there is no close relationship within him and Suj? We was like, no, that is what that he really meant, the way that what he just explained in a nutshell, like that Suj confiding in Suj is just like talking to himself, like Suj will not be in a better place to tell him his wrong dates, and that is one thing about, because due to the relationship they had. But other people can tell him this is what you're doing wrong, is not right. So that is why he said he has friends that of different levels. Okay, so that is why he pulled away, because Ebuka asked him the question of using that word, friends of different levels. Okay, so what does that signify? What does that portray? Does it mean that Suj is not enough showing you what is it all about? So he had to explain it the way I just told us now, that he just differentiate them, that you can go to Anita will tell you this there will be, these ones are, they go straightly to the point to tell him he's wrong. But so far Suj will be hiding a kind of way, just not to make him feel kind of way. That is what he really meant, not all about that. Okay, so Ebuka asked Onyeka what is going on between her and her sister. Why is this all this back and front nagging every time, but this one seems intense? So Onyeka had to explain in a jiffy. I just like the way they are just narrating and explaining it anyway, although Ebuka doesn't have time to waste, because there is no time to waste time. Right, Onyeka was like it's not really something serious anyway, but Ebuka said that is what it seems. It was like that Chizoba is always this kind of person that's always in herself, he always wants you around her, and not knowing that her herself have his own way. So that she herself might be feeling the same thing, but she's not coming out to say it, like, that she should own up to herself. So that is a misunderstanding they're having amidst themselves, because when she needed you will not show up and all those things, some certain things she explained, and Ebuka was like, but she said right from time her and her sister always have their like cat and rat, but that doesn't mean that the bond they share, that doesn't take away the bond they share, because they have a close bond. But in times of fighting every day, no, that is how they have been right from the house, not even here alone. Okay, so after the question, the trust Ebuka asked Chizoba herself. After asking Onyeka, Chizoba was directed to this and asked her the same thing, or how did you see what your sister said based on what I asked her? She was like, Sam, she said it right, okay, ask of certain things, the reason why she this, that, and that. She has been on her feelings because of the task being given to her. The way things are going is not favorable on her side. In fact, she's feeling a type of way, and in her mood swing anyway. That is what is relating. Conclusively, that is what she meant. We're gonna ask her a question. So I heard the back and front you had with Ben. she started laughing out loud, like, so this serious one. She was just laughing. She was like, okay, that of Ben, you said you told Ben that you always like your space whenever you are in it, whenever you're angry. You said you always want your space, but unknowingly you were always close to the twins. You always told the twins that they have been far from you. You always want them around you. So what is that got to do with friends? So what Ebuka is relating this time is like, he wants to, what he want to do now. He wants to shake this table, like he wants to stare it, like the way they stare things, like highly. That is what Ebuka is trying to do, but this one don't work. But the girl explained everything, that the reason why this had to happen, this misunderstanding she had with Uzi, is Uzi telling her that she always encounter one's word times of the tax, the tax when suggestion arose. So they had to settle it amicably. But that saying when that she always wants her space but want people around her. But the aspect of the twins, what Chizoba is explaining is that they have been giving her, and they have been distancing themselves from her. Understand, based on the wager tax took Onyeka time, so it makes her not to be even to do some other things she ought to do in the house, like sharing duties for the house. I don't know if she does that. I've forgotten, but it makes her not to keep to some certain rules in the house as a huge age. So it affected her. We all know how by the way twins join heads together to make that a success. So it has been a Chizoba on her feelings, expecting them to always be around her, and not seeing it. So it added up to her. So that was what she's trying to explain. It's not about that fracas between her, Ben, or that it's really far away beyond that. Even Ebuka asks, by the way twins, like, do you think he seems to have a close bond with the former checkers? Okay, so how are you trying to do this? Because you said outside the house you guys are gonna be close the way you are in the house and all those stuff. How are you trying to make the twins, the siblings, to be very close and not having it? The OC explained that there's nothing to she just gave her his own explanation based on the aspect. And Ebuka asked to just a question to question. He would just come back. That is how he does. And so it's like, how did you see what your friend explained in times of? He said, don't you think, because I can even attest to it, your friend Nelly keeps telling you that you don't like her, don't you think your friend so far and Nelly, you are unpredictable? Are you keeping up? Like, are you trustworthy or stuff like that? You say, Ebuka, I don't have any problem with anybody, but I think that aspect of my friend, he says something, but that of Nelly, she just said it's just misunderstanding between her and Nelly, and at that time they were having an issue, and Nelly's pointing out things he ought to do and he's not doing. Okay, Ebuka asks Handi a question based on, ever since Handi and Shaun had that fracas that led to their last quarrel, yes, Handi has distanced herself. It's not as if she's not talking to Shaun, but the way they used to be, that close, yeah, that coachy close, smooching and all those stuff. When you see Wani with Shaun, you see Handi. So she always give them space. So Ebuka was asking her what really happened. Does it mean you know more, you don't like Shaun? And he said, no, it's not really that way. Her sister was looking at her when she was explaining that she had to give them chance. It's her relationship, blah 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 blah. It's not as if she hates Shaun and all those stuff. She explain herself. Ebuka even asked Wani. When Ebuka asked Wani was like, Wani was a kind of, why me again? Waiting happen again. When Ebuka wants to throw questions to them, they seems to be in a little bit, scared. Yes, they will be fretting. Can you see the stage fright in them? Like, why is he asking us again? And more especially those who are in ship. All right, so you can see how she was just surprised, yes, to her greatest dismay. So she was just open, like you can see. So she was just like, when Ebuka asked her what is brewing between her and Shaun, is that are they explosive? Yes, what he meant is, have they defined what they are into? Are they into sheep, all those stuff? What is the back and fight, all those stuff? He said, yeah, there should be a back and fight in a relationship. That is how we get to know each other, get the love, getting more deepening, and just like me and my sister, we always have back and front. And the thing is, my sister is the best, just as my best sister. We always have, and that has made us who we are. So, and that I like the guy, profess the love word, use the F word. Yes, he love the guy, stuff. People kind of stuck there. So what using, it was like he likes Shaun, and the reason, the more they got, they have problem, the more they get to know each other, and they love that she's a lover girl and all those stuff, and that will not end up that. But Ebuka now said, okay, the long and short of all you're saying now, are you guys exclusive? Have you defined your relationship? Like, she was like, okay, that they are just friends in the house, they are boyfriend and girlfriend. Are you boyfriend? Are you guys doing anything outside the house? Or yeah, it was like, we are boyfriend and girlfriend in the house. Like, that's steady. So you can see all of them laughing and reacting to what she just said, guys. So that has been that. It's very fun when she said so anyway, but after Ebuka was now strictly on business, like all the evicted housemates stood up. You know how he always, shake them, because definitely he ought to do that, because he's an eviction son, isn't it? He will not just let that slide now. No, he should just put a fright on them so they will know what they are into. So that was what he said. He said all the evicted evicted housemate nominated housemate up. Sorry for using that word. They were all up, and he now said there is no. I was even thinking he's gonna say one person just got one or two people that they have evicted. Why the housemates were shaking them, celebrating they are going out. He will now say it's just a joke. I was expecting that from him, thinking he's gonna shake that way, but unknowingly to me it was a woo. So they were just happy, celebrating. One person was like, I know, in the background and all stuff. So after the eviction comes one Handi discussing with Shaun what led to their misunderstanding, like the reason why she has not been close. I don't know who called each other anyway, I just see them talking. So it was, Handi was like, the reason why I distanced myself because you don't always agree, you always say no, is no. So I don't like keeping relationship with someone who don't admit. And that aspect of you dating my sister, and one thing about me, I can always support my sister, quite sorry, but once is the truth. When the truth comes, I'll always say the truth and not about the truth. So what you don't admit to your mistakes, so that is it. And Shaun was like saying 1, 2, or 3. We all know how he goes about explaining his own thing, and like, have not dated twins before, have not been all those stuff, but I think sure that they will resolve their issues. So that calls for their sitting together to talk it out. All right, guys, I thought it's wise to bring it to us so we get to know what is bringing us at the turn on, and like I will be bringing the gist back to you guys. Always tune in and stay tuned. Okay, bye for now.